Okay, vocal for the local. This is the new fundamental in India. Should we go for the local, buying anything from the market? Should we give preference to the local? There are two things. One thing is buying local item, and one is producing local item. There are two things. One thing, I go in the market and buy the local item in the market. And another thing is I produce item that is going to the local market. There are two things. One is donor and one is borrower. If I produce an item and it is going to the local market, I am a donor kind of thing. If I go to the market and buy it, I am a consumer, producer or consumer. There are two things. Okay. Now, what is concept of local, buying local, producing local, or or what is beyond it? Okay, that we will talk about it. What is that? Okay, I have two things in my hand. Okay, I have two things in my hand. This is a watch where there is no second needle. Okay, there is a, okay, I can touch it. There is a minute and this is hour. Okay, so minute will proceed very slowly. Every 5 minutes, you will see it will go from here to here. This is a minute. How fast it is rotating? It is very slow. This is even slow. This is even slow. This will, every hour it will move 5 units. If it is 12, this is one, means there are 5 units in between. Every hour it will move 5 units. Every minute it will move 1 unit. From here to here it will go in 5 minutes. This is the speed of these two needles. I have another needle. Okay, I have a motor. Okay, this is also can be considered something like that. Now I'm placing a voltage difference with the around the motor. Hop. See, what is the speed? Okay, so speed of this motor is very high. Okay, if I see this, if I see this, then it is hop. It is pretty slow. Okay, if I see this needle, then it is pretty slow. Okay, it is moving every 1 minute little bit. Okay, this is even slow. So there are a speed of the whatever we are seeing, it is running at different speed. But if I see this, okay, then the speed is very high. Okay, what we are talking here? I'm talking about why a person catches cancer. Why a person catches cancer. I see in example and here and there. What are you started with the local vocal for local, and then you started with the vocal for local. Yeah, I started with the vocal for local. Okay, there is no digression here. Then you showed one clock where needle is moving very slowly. Then you showed a motor. There the needle is rotating very fast. Then you are talking about cancer disease. Yeah, I'm talking about cancer disease. How cancer disease happen in the body of a human? Okay, this is related to vocal for local, that we will see. How it, why are you a doctor? I am not a doctor. Okay, but probably I would be the best person to talk about how a person catches cancer because I never catch any disease. I'm one of a very peculiar person who never catch any disease. Never ever. People would have seen me every day. I never catch any disease. Okay, is it really that someone can understand what is the concept behind the disease? Yes. Our needle of a watch is moving very slow. The minute needle is moving little faster. Second needle would have moved even faster. If I take the motor, the needle is moving even faster. Means the movement of different needle is not same. What are you talking? I'm talking about cancer. Cancer is a disease that can happen to anyone. We hear in the, if I go to hospital, allopathic hospital, I have been in the past many times. And then I heard doctors saying that disease, anyone can catch disease any moment. Okay, there is no guarantee warrant. Okay, but I am saying it. There is a guarantee that you will never catch a disease. Are you serious about it? Yes, I am serious about it. You will never catch any disease. There is a guarantee about it. Okay, what is the fundamental behind not catching any disease? I'm asking what is fundamental behind catching a disease? There can be many ways someone can define how disease are being caught, but there is only one way someone can say how disease will not be caught. There is only one way to a solution, but there can be many ways to come to a problem. What is the problem and what is the solution and what is needle? What is needle? If I say my hour is going completely round in 12 hours, our needle of a clock, if I see, if I take this clock, if I take if I take this clock, if I take this clock, then this hour will go one round every 12 hours. This will go one round every hour. Means the frequency of the hour needle is one round 360 degree every 12 hours. Minute is 360 degree every hour. Second is every 360 degree every minute. If I talk about the motor, the speed of this motor, then it will be several round per minute. Several round per minute. Second will be one round per minute. It will be several round per minute. Hour to minute to second needle to this needle. This needle will go several round RPM, round per minute. The speed is very high. I'm talking about frequency. Frequency. If someone is catching cancer, if someone is catching cancer here, then there will be a swelling here, typical, typical. May not be like if someone is suffering from blood cancer or bone cancer or something like that, there may not be any swelling. I don't know. But typically people who are having swelling, uncontrolled growth of the cell, then it is called cancer. Person is suffering from cancer because anyone can see from here one growth will come, from here growth will come, from here growth will come, from here growth will come. If it is a blood cancer, probably the cell of the blood, they will start growing uncontrolled manner. Uncontrolled growth of a cell is called cancer. Uncontrolled growth of a cell is called cancer. What it is? Cell is, now I was saying it. Okay, I have something in written. Means if a cell start doing division. Okay, cell is dividing and becoming more and more uncontrolled manner. Body is not able to control it, and that why cell is making a division. There is another story behind it. One is called cell life cycle. Every cell in the body, eye cell, bone cell, skin cell, okay, intestine cell, brain neuron cell, every cell get replaced after some time. The cell die or whatsoever, new cell come into the picture that we don't know. Like WBC, every hour WBC cell comes new cell. Old cell die or whatsoever. I don't know. Okay, this is called recycling of the cell. If I'm talking about cancer over here, the cell out here, they are not getting recycled in a normal manner. This is the root cause of this is the phenomenon that is going on behind the scenario. If someone has blood cancer, the life cycle of the cell is not normal. Okay, means cell is not dying or something like that. Means cell is retaining, new cells are coming up and old cells are there, so it becomes too many. Make sense? Okay, new cells are coming up, old cell is not going. There is accumulation of a cell out there and there is a swelling. Okay, one can understand in this fashion. Or cell is multiplying in uncontrolled manner and it will become a bulky out there. There is a another fundamental. I'm asking only one thing. Okay, if someone else is coming and touching my hand, okay, I'm just walking on my road. I'm just walking on my road. and someone is coming and touching my hand. Okay, will you allow someone to, first of all, you may see him that someone is touching, coming and touching your hand. You may see. Then you will stop him there only. You cannot touch me. Okay, there is another scenario. This is scenario number one. Someone is walking on the road. One hand came and he did hold your hand like this. Okay, this is one scenario. He did not see it, and suddenly he saying that someone did like this. Okay, the scenario number two. Person immediate, even though his view is going somewhere else, his mind is somewhere else, but he caught it that some hand is coming to catch him. He stopped him there only. You cannot come like this. Okay, what is difference between these two? What is difference between two? Okay, there is a third scenario. Third scenario is someone caught the hand and then you are beating on his hand. Okay, and then he leaves it. Means you do not want that someone else's hand can catch you. Then he leaves your hand. Okay, you are beating, but he is not going away. There are many scenarios. First scenario is you are not allowing him to come near you. You caught him in between. Second scenario, he's caught you. Okay, then you beat him and then he left away. Third scenario is even though you are beating him, he is not going away. What is common about this? The common about this is your brain do not want it. In all three, your brain do not want it. But three are different when brain is catching it. They are different when your brain is catching it. One is brain is catching before it is coming to you. One is brain is catching when it comes to you. Third is brain is not doing anything. Even though you are hitting, brain is not he is not going away. He is powerful than your brain. What do you mean? Okay, what I mean is if I see this clock, if I see this clock, if I see this clock, then every minute, every hour, this needle is going to pass this needle every hour. Means this needle speed is higher than this needle. This needle will pass this needle every hour. Means this needle can catch this needle. Okay. If I talk about the second needle, the second needle will pass this every minute. This second needle will catch this minute needle. If I talk about this motor needle, if I talk about this motor needle, then this will catch the second needle every time, many times. Means this is faster, this is higher frequency, this is lower frequency, this is even lower frequency. Higher frequency can catch lower frequency. Makes no, I don't know what is higher frequency. Higher frequency means higher speed. Okay, what do you mean? If person is placing hand on you, if person is placing hand on you, his brain has some speed. His brain is working at a speed, and your brain is catching it. This proves that your brain is at higher speed than his brain. Make sense? Okay. Now, person caught your hand and you were not that attentive. Means at that moment when he caught your hand, at that moment your brain was less speed than his brain was. That's why he caught you. But after that, you are increasing the speed of your brain and you are hitting him and he leaving away. At that moment, your brain speed is higher than him. Keep hitting him, but he's not leaving. Like any police caught you and he's not leaving your hand, thinking you are a culprit. Means police, the brain speed is higher than you at that moment because he's not leaving your hand. Or someone else caught your hand and you are hitting his hand and he's running away. At that moment, your brain speed is higher than him. Makes sense? Okay, what is other example of the speed? I'm talking about the other example of the speed. Consider I'm doing one investigation, or there is a shout now. There is a shout that thief means there is a theft happened in a shop, and then there is a police. He's going here and there. He heard it that someone is shouting theft. Now police is behind the thief. Police is behind the thief. Thief is running. Police is running behind him. Okay. Now this is thief and this is police. Police is approaching the thief. Okay, and he caught him. This proves that the mind speed of the thief and mind speed of the police is higher. Police mind speed is higher. Police is running and thief is running at higher speed. Then speed gap is growing. Means mind speed of the police is lesser than the thief's mind speed, and he cannot catch it. The way the hour clock can never catch the minute needle. Minute needle can never catch the second needle. Second needle can never catch this. This is at higher speed. Okay, the things which are at higher speed, they can catch the lower speed. Lower speed cannot catch the higher speed. What are you talking? Let's talk about investigation. There is a murder that happened in somewhere, and one investigation department is investigating the murder. There are four people who are involved in the murder. Okay, and they are investigating into the murder. After 6 months, 1 year, there is no clue about the murder. They could not get any clue about the murder. Probably after 6 years of the time, they closed the case saying there is no eyewitness or something like that. In the kind of deficiency of any proof, we are closing the case. What is behind the scene? Because murder has happened. Case is there, murder had happened, then someone is murdered, that is for sure. Someone hit with the bullet, then someone fired the bullet. If someone hit with the knife, then someone the moved the knife. Okay, someone swing the knife. So murderer is there, but he could not be caught because the investigation team, at what frequency they were working, at what speed they were working, the perpetrator's speed was higher than that. That's why sometime in investigation they change the team. They bring a new team. Or in India, if it is done by the police, then it will go to a special task force, the police STF, if it or SIT, a special investigation department in the police department. If they are not able to do it, it will go to CID or something like that. If they are not able to do it, it will go to CBI. Means everyone has different frequency and they are trying to catch the perpetrator. If perpetrator frequency is even higher than CBI, then CBI cannot catch it. This is the game of frequency. What speed you are running? What do you mean? What do you mean? You mean cancer is a disease of frequency? Certainly, yes. Any disease has a frequency. What about corona? Corona had a very small virus. Means more you go to the smaller in size, more frequency it will have. Corona disease, coronavirus, they are oscillating at one disease or at one frequency. Coronavirus, it is oscillating at one frequency. If you want you not to have corona, then your brain should oscillate more than that. It is something like consider this is oscillating like this. This is oscillating like this, and this is my hand, and this is oscillating like this, and it will come and it will stick to my hand. Makes sense? It is oscillating like this, and it is coming and it is sticking to my hand. If my hand is oscillating faster than this, then it will as soon as it touch it, it will reflect it. If hand is oscillating at higher speed, then this hand is coming near to it. Then when it touches it, it will reflect it, go away. If it is at lesser speed and this is at higher speed, not it will stick into it, it will disturb it. That is the disease. Means if coronavirus is inside the lung or here, here, if this brain is everyone's brain oscillate at one frequency, that oscillation changes as per the time also. If I'm sitting in examination, if I'm sitting in an examination, then my brain oscillation is higher. I'm relaxing on a chair, then my brain oscillation is less. It changes, but it has a limitation. It cannot go beyond it, even if you sit in examination. And that's how people they fail in the examination. The question that comes, it has a higher frequency than your maximum frequency at the examination, and you are not able to solve it. Okay, then what is the cancer? Cancer is also a disease. Someone can say there is a cancer virus, there is a AIDS virus, there is a coronavirus. Virus are more dangerous than bacteria because oscillation, the frequency is different. Virus has more frequency than bacteria. So bacteria can cause less difficult problem than virus is. Means if someone is getting cancer in his body, then cancer, if I consider cancer as a different virus or different entity, it is oscillating at one frequency, and your frequency is less than that. First of all, you did not able to catch it when it entered here. The way someone tried to catch your hand, at that moment you did not guess it that someone is coming because your frequency of the brain is less. But suddenly when it catches it, then your frequency is growing more than his brain frequency and you distract him. Okay, what do you mean? If someone is getting TB, tuberculosis, and he is taking medicine, then what your frequency is forced to grow. No, no, no. It is anti-tuberculosis. You don't know. The anti-tuberculosis medicine, if I digest, it will come to the blood and it will kill it. It will get killed only when your frequency will grow. You are not only eating the medicine, they are also telling you how to live your life and what to eat, what not to eat. Many things doctors talk about it. What kind of life you have to live because it changes your frequency. Keep meeting us. Every week you have to meet us because doctor is living at higher frequency. Every time when you go and meet a doctor, your frequency is becoming higher at that moment. If someone is at home, he is not able to recover from a disease. He is not able to recuperate from the disease. But when he is getting admitted to the hospital, he is getting recuperating. He is all right. What is because their frequency is different. Okay, very big, very good hospital because in the hospital, doctor, nurses, the environment, the frequency is higher. For the patient is going there, his internal frequency changes there, and he is able to fight the disease. The disease. Okay, what do you mean? If cancer is not coming to my body, my frequency is higher than cancer frequency. That's why it is not coming here, it is going away. If I go with that model, it is doing this much frequency and cancer frequency is less. Here only if virus is coming, it is running away because it is not giving the sign to touch it. Okay, this is called frequency model for any disease. Okay, corona people who never saw cancer or AIDS, these are considered as the very high frequency disease. They also caught corona and they died because corona frequency is higher. Probably at that moment it was higher than a person caught corona and he died. When corona came to the lung, then infection started happening very rapidly. So it's difference in the frequency is the disease. If person frequency, some person they caught the corona, but damage to the lung did not happen or it happened very less. But someone caught the corona, damage to the lung happened very fast. In few hours only full lung got damage, 80% damage. Because difference in the frequency is very high. Is it the root cause? Certainly this is the root cause. But there is something called energy model. Yeah, energy means frequency. Energy means frequency only. If someone is if he is living life with higher frequency, means he has high energy. No, no, no. If person is eating this much, then he is powerful. Certainly not. I eat only one time in a day. Can someone believe? I eat only one time in a day, and I never catch any disease. But I have seen people every time they keep eating only. Okay, either chocolate or tea or coffee, anything, then water, something like every. I don't drink water also full day. Only one time I finish everything. Okay, but I never catch any disease. Energy is not how much you eat. Energy is not how much you digest. Energy is at what frequency you live your life. That is energy. High frequency means high energy. Less frequency means less energy. That is the electronics model of any body. Is it really true? I never catch any disease. Anyone would have watched me. Morning to evening, I am here. I never. Okay, understood very well. Now tell me the concept of the vocal for the local. Okay, when your frequency is high, now there is something called consumer and there is something called producer. When you tend to buy any foreign good, in your vicinity. You go to the market and you buy why you need a product in your life. There can be a frequency model for it. You understand? Okay, what is the concept of product, buying a product from the market? Okay, go and if someone goes to the market and he is buying a local product over there, then he exactly comes to the frequency of the local product. If he's buying foreign product, he's not coming to like that. Means frequency of his body, it transforms more if he is near to his culture or something like that. If someone is taking Ayurvedic medicine and someone is taking allopathic medicine in India, I'm not talking about England or America, in India, then his frequency it tends to grow more if he takes Ayurvedic medicine. How this is? This is the nature. What I can say. This is the nature. If someone is going to the market and he is buying a local product out there, their frequency will be higher. Prove it. If product is better from the higher company, from the foreign company, then frequency is higher, right? If I am buying a clock, if I am buying a clock from the local made, and clock is of lower frequency, and the clock I am seeing or mobile I am seeing from the foreign made, it is extremely good, then that will have higher frequency or this will have higher frequency. I'll tell more towards it. Okay, what is better way to get come in better frequency? How your body, how your brain will come to higher frequency, because high